You know what? You're absolutely right. So many of you have been flooding my comments saying, why don't you ever cover stories from the north? Why is it always cities and temples? Show us the mountains. Well, today I'm taking you somewhere I honestly never thought I'd research. The Himalayas. Ladakh region. Home to some of the most breathtaking vistas on earth, peaceful monasteries and trekking routes that attract adventurers from across the globe. But there's one valley nobody talks about. A place the locals won't name after sunset. A trek so forbidden that even your guide will abandon you at the threshold. They call it the Silent Valley, and if you hear your own name echoed back to you there, you have less than 3 hours to live. This is the story of Aditya Mehra, a 26-year-old documentary filmmaker from Delhi who ignored every single warning, and paid for it. Aditya arrived in Leh in October 2019, chasing content. His YouTube channel was dying, sponsors were pulling out, and he was 2 months behind on rent. He'd heard whispers in a hostel about an unnamed valley, 3 hours north of Disket, where trekkers reported strange phenomena, compasses spinning wildly, cameras malfunctioning, and an unnatural silence, no birds, no insects, not even wind. It was perfect viral material. His local guide, a man named Saring, agreed to take him to the edge, but made him swear on camera. We turned back before the valley mouth. No exceptions. You do not enter the Silent Valley. You do not call out. You do not respond if you hear voices. Aditya agreed. But we all know how this ends, don't we? The trek started normally. Stunning red mountains, crisp air, Saring sharing stories about snow leopards and ancient trade routes. But as they climbed higher, past the last shepherd's hut, Saring grew quiet. The landscape changed. The vibrant reds and browns faded to an ashen gray. And then, Aditya noticed it. Silence. Complete, suffocating silence. His boots on gravel made no sound. When he clapped his hands to test it, nothing. Saring grabbed his wrist, eyes wide with fear, and pointed to a cairn of stones marking a boundary. Beyond it, a valley stretched between two peaks. Beautiful, lush even. Completely out of place in the barren Himalayas. Saring refused to go further. He told Aditya, the valley eats sound. It eats voices. And when it learns your name, it calls you in. Those who answer never leave. Aditya laughed it off. He saw the shot, the viral potential, the thumbnail. While Saring set up camp a safe distance away, Aditya grabbed his camera and crossed the stones. The moment he entered the valley, the silence became pressure, like being underwater. His ears popped. His camera's audio input showed flatline, even as he screamed into it to test. He filmed the strange grass, too green, the pools of still water that reflected nothing, not even the sky. And then he saw them. Figures in the distance. Trekkers, maybe? He waved. They didn't respond. He moved closer. He moved closer. They wore old-fashioned climbing gear, decades out of date, and they stood perfectly still, facing the far end of the valley, where a dark opening, a cave perhaps, gaped in the mountainside. Then he heard it, faint as if from miles away, yet crystal clear inside his skull. Aditya, his own name, in his mother's voice. His blood went cold. He spun around. No one. The figures hadn't moved. The voice came again, layered now, his mother, his sister, his childhood friend, all calling him, all from the direction of the cave. And God help him, he felt the pull. An overwhelming need to go deeper, to find him, to answer. He took one step, then another. His rational mind screamed to run, but his legs moved on their own. That's when Saring tackled him from behind. The guide had followed, risking his own life, and dragged Aditya backward across the stone boundary. The moment they crossed, sound returned in a rush. Wind, Aditya's sobbing, Saring's prayers. They didn't stop running until they reached the hostel in Disket 12 hours later. Saring finally explained. The Silent Valley was a mass grave. In the 1850s, an entire caravan, over 200 traders and pilgrims, sought shelter there during a blizzard. They heard voices of loved ones calling from a cave, promising warmth and safety. All of them entered. None came out. Rescue parties found the cave shallow, ending in solid rock, but the bodies were never recovered. The valley absorbed them, now it hunts. It learns names from the living and uses them as bait. Those who answer the call join the caravan, standing frozen, forever waiting at the cave mouth. Aditya checked his footage later. In the background, behind those figures, if you pause at exactly 4 minutes and 32 seconds, you can see one of them has turned around. It's wearing a Aditya jacket, the same one he wore that day. He deleted the footage. He never posted the video. He quit filmmaking entirely and moved back to Delhi. Because he understands now what the monks have always known. Some places are forbidden not to keep secrets, but to keep the living alive. When elders, guides, and guardians tell you, do not go there, they are not challenging you, they are saving you. Ignore them, and the mountain will learn your name. And once it does, it will never stop calling. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If this story sent chills down your spine, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've got so many more forbidden places to uncover, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Until then, stay curious, but stay safe. Some trails are better left untraveled.